of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it is the opener of the 2024. Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take. Time. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Dragons.
They'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down. Play action, they'll throw. Finds his man, there's Jordan Addison. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He's trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On first and 10, Watson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 43 yards. And the Dragons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Watson setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Here's Achane to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Tokyo 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still the first time. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not sure what happened out there, but looked like
The timing was a little off on that throw.
well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw again. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And touchdown! Devon Achane. 44 yards. And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. On 1st down, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So we've reached halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure they're...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
They start the drive with Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Here's Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The quick slant caught. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison from a yard out. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Again, it's Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync, thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Achane. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll switch it up here, look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Oh, good move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
And a Tokyo 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Back to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Completes this to Addison out left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young corner. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll... And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that... You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught downfield by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down. Flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? In the 4th quarter, and that personal foul that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody don't like some. There's no doubt in my
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. There he goes, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 157 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, back to Achane. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll run, Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full... Wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Interesting call there. They went for two even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's
you
not
get
your
pushed
snap.
5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for two there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
From the 50, it's Watson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Piñeiro's extra. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. It's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week one and week two. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tokyo, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.